Hello, let's play a bunch of New York Times games, and yep, we have the yellow shirt. It is very yellow. In the picture on Amazon, I wasn't expecting it to be this vibrant, but here it is in all its glory. You can't accuse me of not getting a yellow one. Holy moly, look at it shimmer. So yeah, yellow in all the videos today. I will add it to the rotation, but I don't know. How's it look? What do you think? I, I didn't expect it to look very good, and I'm not sure that it does, but here it is. But what do I know? I'm usually too harsh on myself. So let's reveal our dad joke of the day. But I had to call out the yellow shirt because it's so bright and obvious in there. All right, I think I skipped one. There we go. For Friday, September 26th, how do you tell the difference between an alligator and a crocodile? You will see one later and one in a while. All right. Just to play on the see you later alligator, see you in a while crocodile. All right. And speaking of yellow shirts and members and all that, for those who didn't know, we had a members goal to hit 200 in the way that certain way of counting it. Anyway, we hit 200 and that triggered buying a yellow shirt. It came in from Amazon and I am now wearing it. So I'd also like to thank Casey for joining as a new tier 1 member. Casey is a long time viewer of the channel, very, very long time. Back when I streamed frequently, big participant in the streams. So thank you, Casey, for joining as a member. I really appreciate your support in all the ways that you do. All right. And we are going to start with connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got blonde, sun, word, pale, dim, cream, brown, rice, black, light, faint, beat, whisk, polar, pool, and whip. Cool whip. I was seeing stuff like blonde and faint and cream, like just like a light color, maybe light. Do we think this is one of them? It might be yellow. Should I try for yellow first because I'm wearing my yellow shirt? Let's see. Oh, okay, that's probably the rainbow herring then. I fell for it. Trying to get yellow first is hard. You fall for the rainbow herrings. So is this a rainbow herring or is this just wrong? Is the question. But it wasn't one away. Okay, so what else could all of these be then? I mean, cream and there's whip cream, but you can whip and you can whisk. These are just like actions in, you can beat. These are like similar actions in cooking. Beating, whipping, whisking, and what would be the 4th one then? Maybe cream? I don't know. Is that a verb? I mean, it is, kind of. I don't see what a 4th one would be other than cream. So let's try it. Okay, that was it. And that was yellow. Okay, the +2 to yellow. Already working. Got yellow first. Stir vigorously. Got it. Dim. You want some dim sum? It's not even M at the end, but I don't know. I thought that was funny. Pale. I don't know. Maybe blonde and light do go together and it's just with pale. Or did I try that already? I think I tried that. Like faint, pale, light. Dim. Maybe it's this. Maybe this is green. Yeah, okay. Hard to make out. I really don't think today's hard at all. I think I just fell for a weird red herring, or maybe I just like shouldn't have put those together in the first place. We'll see if anyone else makes the same mistake. Sun, brown, blonde. Okay, we've got blue and purple left, so we got to be a little careful about lateral thinking here. Rice. Black and brown and blonde are all just colors. Oh, is this kinds of bears? Polar bear, brown bear, sun bear, and black bear? Is black bear something? I think black bear. Yeah, for sure. Kinds of bears. Okay, that was easy. And then word, blonde, pool, and rice. This has to be a fill in the blank, right? Blonde. The only thing I know about blonde is it's like it's that color. It's like a hair color. It's like a an ale type, but I don't think it's that. I have no idea. Let's find out. Dirty. Oh, so we got dirty blonde. That's just a hair color. Dirty pool. I'm guessing that has a more specific meaning than just the pool is dirty. Dirty rice, I don't know what that is. And dirty word, I do know what that is. So let's look up dirty pool and dirty rice. Dirty pool. Dirty pool, unethical or unfair conduct, particularly in a competitive situation. Dishonest, unfair, unsportsmanlike conduct. Dirty pool. Uh, I have never heard that before. And dirty rice. Cajun dish, consisting of white rice cooked with onions, peppers, chicken livers, and herbs. I was like, okay, onions, peppers, and suddenly chicken liver out of nowhere. All right, cool. Difficulty. I don't think it was hard. I mean, I think purple is just going to happen for most. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not knowing that trivia when people do, but it is definitely trivia related. Plus, it being purple does make it a little hard. But I don't know. Do people know about the sun bear? I feel like a lot of people know about the sun bear. Like, I don't think it's a very uncommon kind of bear. The only thing is, like, we have kind of similar things with, putting cream in green, putting blonde into green, right? You could try chasing that for a little bit and have problems. But yeah, so for difficulty, I'm going to give it a 2.3, and I think we have an 80% solve rate. Oh, she's got blonde hair. All right. 3 out of 5. Ooh, they thought it was harder. Wonder why. See if the bot agrees. 75%. Okay, so a little bit lower than I expected, but still that's a decently high solve rate. More people got no that made no mistakes than made one mistake. Well, I guess technically these three also made one mistake, so maybe not. All right. Well, I was 1 in 31,250. That's pretty common considering I had a mistake first. So I'm not the only one who tried that for sure. Yellow first, green pretty common, blue even dirty is very uncommon. Same thing for second. And then people who lost were down to blue and purple, and I guess didn't know their bears. All right, yeah, 11, a good 19% got green, yellow, and lost after that. Okay, so we've got blonde, brown, black, polar. So I think a lot of people tried that. Maybe thinking about colors, just in general. Blonde, pale, light, faint. Yeah, so putting blonde and cream into the blue is pretty common. Putting blonde and cream. Are these kinds of ales? Is there a brown ale and a black ale and a cream ale? I don't know, but it certainly thinks that. Um, yeah, the one I did, 6% of people made that mistake, which is not as high as like this one here, but I'm not alone. All right. In fact, my mistake was the most common first mistake. So yellow first, green first, blue first, and then the mistake I made. So I shouldn't have made that mistake probably. I just wasn't looking at the grid enough. All right, cool. Well, how'd you do? Let's do the easy pips. Greater than 3. Most of them are. All of these are equal. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sixes. They have to go in here. This has to go here. And then we've got a less than 3. So this has to be maybe the 6 blank. And then this can be this is also, oh, sorry. Yeah, this is greater than 3. And then this 3 gets hidden there. All right, 20 seconds. Let's do the medium pips. This is where the blank goes, and it probably goes into the 1. It has to go into the 1. Now the 1 up could be 5 or 6. Let's try the 6 for now. 15 could be 5, 5, 5. So we could do 5, 5 here. We need a 5, 6, which goes right here. Okay, and then this adds to 3. So we're going to do the 1. Ooh. Okay, so I don't know how to add to 10 here. I I've got a 4-2 and a 4-3. Okay, so I could do the 4-2 across here. And then the 1-5. Okay, yeah, that's all it was. I don't know why I missed that. Okay. Let's do the hard pips. 22. 24 is the max. So we could do like 3 6s and a 4, or 2 6s and 2 5s. But we do need 6s in here. We only have 2 6s. So it's going to be 2 6s and 2 5s. I'm thinking... So both 6s end up in here. Okay, I have 3 2s. They could all go in here. But no, I need a 2 in here. Do we have a 2 blank? Yeah. So I think these are blanks. And then the other 6 is going to be... Ooh, how does this work? Do I have a 5-5? I do. So this is the 5-5. And then this 6-2 has to go up because this has to be less than 2. So it's a 1 or a 0. This is a blank and then into a not equal. So it's just whichever blank we don't care about. I mean, I could put the blank 1 in here. And then the blank... Oh, no, not equal. Sorry. I could put the 1-4 here. Let's think about this first, though. I need 4 equals. Shoot, maybe I should have accounted for that first. I didn't notice it. Well, I know that the 5s and the 6s go in here, so that's not really a... I don't think there's really a choice for those. What do I have 4 of? You know what? I don't think this is 6 blank. I think this is 6-2. I think we have 4 blanks. Like this. And then, oh. Like this. But then I need another blank blank here. Okay, hold on. So this is an issue because I need... Sorry, this would be the 6-2. This would be the 6 blank. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this would be the 6 blank. But I don't have a 2-2 to put here. No, that doesn't work. Right, okay, yeah. The issue was I need 4 2s. If the 2s went in here, I would need 4 2s. What do I have 4 of, though? I do have 4 5s. But then how do I get to 22? I think it has to be 6 6 5 5. That's the only choice. But we don't have to use... Okay. Let's think about this first. What do I have 4 of? Okay, the blanks... I don't think the blanks work in here. I need something that'll come to the left here and to the left here. I think. So this guy here uses the double. So whatever this equal is, it has a double. It's either the blank blank, so like that, right? Or it's the 5-5, and that's it. Those are our choices. So this is where the blank blank goes. We have a blank 1 going here, and then we just have a vertical 1 here. Okay, that makes sense. So now this is the blank 6. And then the 6-2, then, I don't know, I have a 5-5, which could go here, and I could just move the 6-2 up like that. So that's a possibility for sure. Okay, I think that's what I made the mistake with last time. Now, how do I do this? This is 2 and up, so I do have 3 4s, so I could do this 2-4 up, and then the 4-1 up, and then that leaves the 4-3 up here. These are just not equal. This is 2... Do I care how the rest of this goes? Yeah, I need a blank here. And then I can't put a 3 in there, so we'll do 2-5 here, 5-3. There we go. Okay. I think the ending had a little bit of latitude in terms of where things went, but maybe not. I don't know. Is my solution the only one? It's hard to tell. Cool. Well, how'd you do? Let's do the mini crossword. What this clue is in. Bold. Rowing sport. Shoot, what's that called? The crew. Business where tongue twisted might order a 1 across 5 across. Bold crew. Where the tongue twisted. A cold brew. And so that's going to be at, I don't know, a bar. I know what a cold brew is, but I guess a cafe. Businesses, yeah, cafes. Okay, plural. Sorry. Blank Bunny, Space Jam character. Lola Bunny, I think. End of cigarette, the butt. Hey, got all the crosses. All right. The downs probably would have helped me do it faster, to be honest, but here we go. Include secretly, as on an email. You BCC, blind carbon copy. Toothbrush brand is Oral-B. Gaston's sidekick in Beauty and the Beast, French for the fool. Le Fou. Resided in, dwelt, and took a chair as sat. Two past tenses. All right, cool. Well, how'd you do? Let's do Strands. Today's theme is as old as time. Tale as old as time. Like, is tale here? I'm looking for tale. Story. I don't know. Smold. Looking for something. CK or CK this way. ED. Wonder was worth a shot. Wind, earth, fire, water. With your powers combined. Gear. Dane. I might have to start with a hint here. Dane is not in the word list. You would think it would be. Grand. Grandma? It was worth a shot. Grandma, as old as time. Oh, I don't know. It seemed like it was there. Warg. No? Sweat. All right, I'm going to start with a hint. Gears? As old as time. Gears. That does not help me. Gears. I have no idea. White. I'm going to do another hint. First hint didn't help me. Chimes? Gears and chimes. Wind? Wind something? Grandfather clock. So it's things in a grandfather clock. The winder. A weight. Nope. Weights. And the pendulum. All right. Interesting. Yeah, old time. Grandfather clocks. Old time. Okay, I get it now. I was like, they're not that old, right? Grandfather clocks are, in terms of human history or history of the universe, grandfather clocks are pretty recent. But I like that the spanogram actually looks like a grandfather clock in a way, or like the pendulum of one. That's neat. All right, well, how'd you do? All right, let's spin the bonus wheel and see what game we're playing today. Members add games to this wheel. If you'd like to join as a member, you can click under the video. We've got War Wordle, suggested by Kiki Kohler, 6249. All right, let's load it up. Okay, this is War Wordle. I don't remember the last time we played this. Have we played this in this series? I don't remember. But this is the way it works. We need to find two 5-letter words that share the middle two words. So, for example, if we wanted to do steal as the first word, our second word would have to start with AL. So we could do, for example, alive. You know what? I'm going to do alone instead. So that gets us an R. Oh, we don't get an R yet. I'm going to do along to not repeat the E. All right, but the clues cross the boundary. So somewhere we've got an STANNG, but we don't know where yet. So I'm wondering, I don't think the NG is shared because you can't really start a word with NG. No E's. I don't know those. Where do I want to put these letters? I could split up the N and G, of course. It's tempting to guess something like tongs, but then no, GS doesn't work. Tonga? Tonga? Tonga, I think it's a country. I don't know if it would accept it as a word. And then maybe not. I want to do Astro, but there's no O. Ooh, this one's tough because I don't have any anchoring. I didn't get any greens on my first guess. Maybe I just start with G, R. So GRA. So we could do. How do we start with N though on our next word? What if I did grain and then we just start with in? And what do we still need? We need the G, S, and T. Oh, that's. No, we don't need the G. We need the S and T. Insta? Will it accept Insta? No. In set. Unfortunately, in set uses the E. I'm gonna do it anyway. Let's see what this gets us. All right, not on the right track. Still all yellows, but there is an R somewhere. We could try. Oh, we can't do R second there. The problem with R second here is that we can't end with TR. We could do an R. No, we can't do RT either. What vowels do we have? We haven't tried the U yet, but otherwise we just have the A. Ooh, only A's is tough. Maybe R, A. Can we do an aunt trap word? Not here, because we can't start with NT, but we could possibly do it here. But we can't end in NT. Ooh, this is getting tough. Maybe tangy, and then start with R. Nah. I don't like that. What if we end in ST and start with ST? I think that's a really good idea. So we could do staying over. No, we can't do staying over there. We could do. Oh, crap. We could do stock over here. Wait, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We only get 2 new letters. So here I need the R and the A and the N. Ranced isn't a word. Stark? So if I end in Stark, what are the letters I have left? I need to use the G, which is unfortunate. I think I'm going to have to do another filler-ish word here. What do I have left? The A. Let's do angst. A-N-G-S-T. That works really well. And then what haven't I used? A-N-G-S-T. I just need to use the G, so we could do stung. Oh, we can't do stung. I'd like to use the... What we're going to... wait, we already used the G. G we used. We need to use the R. We just need to use the R. Is there not another letter I can put it? I mean, I know stary is... It's accepted by Wordle, but probably not this game because it was added. If I do Stark, yeah, that works. Angst, Stark. Ooh, very close. Okay, angst was our starting word. Oh, S-T-R-A, like strap. There we go. Oh. Okay. Stray? Ooh, hopefully there's not too many S-T-R-A's. Straw? Did I get trapped? Okay, phew. I feel like that was the last one. All right. Yeah, I haven't played this game since I reset my computer hard drive. Wow. Okay, well, not only was it tough to think of angst, but yeah, it ended up trapping me at the end there. But yeah, that was fun. All right, well, Hope you enjoyed this yellow shirt. It sure does stand out, doesn't it? Holy moly. Let me know how you did on these. If you'd like to watch Wordle, just got to click at the end of the video. It'll take you right there. I also have a pinned comment with all of the videos I made today. And if you enjoyed this, why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.